Hello, cunts. There you go. We got that intro. Hello, everyone. It says Reese's intro on the old little list. There's your intro, motherfuckers. Definitely explicit. Hello, everyone. Merry Friday. I hope you've had a lovely Friday and looking forward to a decent weekend. We're here with episode 38. The Prince Among Men has blessed us with his presence for the second week in a row. It's unheard of.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's a new him. It's a new us.
Yeah.
Them, they.
No.
That's for Mark. How are you? Are you alright?
I'm alright.
You're decent.
I'm alright. You're not. I'm just a bit upset about
No,
the Pokemon cards.
I'm not. I tell you what, I'm not that bad with the Pokemon cards. Now that I've spoken to Ace Grading and got a little bit of clarity on what the crack is. If you've been listening, you might know that I got a Dialga from the Crown Zenith set on Pokemon, and it's a real decent fucking card. It's an expensive card, so I thought that's going to be the first card I go and get graded. So I did. I sent it to Ace Grading, got it graded. DHL fucked it up and put my parcel somewhere else. It's been a fucking nightmare. Ace Grading have been decent, but DHL can go fuck themselves. And it's a near mint 7.
He's upset. He's pretty upset.
It sounds so wank when you say it out loud. I want to clarify. I paid for a grading report as well, and it gives you all the subgrades and everything like that. I just want to stress that everything's a 10. Okay, everything's a 10 except for the centering's slightly off, and it says that there's a mark which is visible on front and back side of the card. And basically, I spoke to Ace Grading because I just wanted clarification because I didn't really understand the grading report. And yeah, the lovely people at Ace Grading have got back to me very quickly, I might add, and just said, yeah, there is a mark on it which has brought it down.
I see them.
There's only one.
I see two.
There's only one.
I see one on the front and one on the back.
Where?
One at the top, above the E, like on the border.
Oh, give it here.
Only in the light though, and then on the V of the V star.
Give it here.
On
On the back, on top of what?
Above like the E on the blue, there's like a little indent.
Where are you seeing this?
Can you see it?
I can't fucking see it. On top of the E?
No, on the border above the E, the blue border that goes around the card.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, and then turn it round, and then on the V, if you flashed out, that's got a little indent in it.
Yeah. Wow, that...
Oh, fuck.
Straight into your mouth.
Bush.
That's tasty.
Yeah.
That's a tasty one. So that... We'll just gloss over that. So that little mark, I won't even be able to take a picture of it to show people.
No, you can only see it in the reflection of
that
the light.
tiny mark... Yeah, I can see it now that you pointed it out. Yeah, fuck. So that tiny mark drops it down.
It's crazy, yeah.
3 categories, but the rest of it's banging. Now, what perplexes me the most is that when this card turned up...
Good word, I like that word.
Thank you. That corner, either this corner or that corner, one of the bottom ones, was slightly creased, ever so slightly, and I got upset about it, and Steph straightened it out. They didn't pick up on that. That was absolutely fine. So Steph's got the ability to straighten out creases to the point where forensic type of inspection it passes.
There's a business in that.
Where's that dent come from then? That's crazy, innit? That'll be where fucking Nostalgia's banged it in the top loader.
Oh dear.
Either way, I'm happy with it. It was a good experience sending off a graded card. I was absolutely shitting myself, but they were very, very decent. On when you have a submission on Ace Grade, and I don't know what it's like with everything else. I'd imagine it's quite similar. You can see the whole process, so it will say like, I think for like 2 days they were authenticating it, making sure that it was legit. And I was stressing. I was like, what if it's fake?
Yeah,
what if TikTok's fucked me? And then you get to see like the grading. Just like a little timeline of it, but you don't get to see the grade until like you physically see it until it's sent back to your house.
It looks sexy though, doesn't it? It's a smart.
It's a decent. I had to pay extra for the card above.
I love that bit.
So I think that was an extra $5.
Yeah, it's worth it. It looks beautiful.
So yeah, I think It sounds really strange to say, but I'm somewhat glad that it's not like a mint 10 because that would have really made me want to sell it.
I'm terrified to touch it.
And the fact that it's a 7, to me it looks great. I can't believe me and Steph didn't see the fucking... Steph had it in the light as well, flick it. It's because on the picture, on the report, it has a dot like here saying that there's an issue there. So maybe they've just messed up the dot and it was actually supposed to be up here.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, all it's taking is your fucking stupid fucking eyes to see it.
Thanks. Well, these stupid fucking eyes. Happy birthday.
I forgot about that.
Figured you could open
What's
them
this?
on
Silver Tempest?
Yeah. No,
Oh, God.
What are they from? They're from Crown Zenith, that Dialgo, isn't it?
That Dialga's from Crown Zenith, it is indeed.
Let's crack them open. I'm live on fucking thing.
I've got nowhere to hold them. I'll have to hold it between my legs.
Yeah, like you.
Hold on.
Like you'd suck your own. Let's see this technique Steph's been going on about.
I'm fucking... Look at that ASMR. I need the scissors.
Why? You can just use your fingers.
Fuck.
There we go. He's opened it.
I couldn't do it on TikTok live. It'd take me too long.
Are you going to do the little 4?
I'm going to do the 4.
Yeah, you can do the trick. Cool. Yeah, you'd be awful selling these on TikTok live. How many's in the queue? 860?
That's a white.
Oh, he's got a white code card. Never say never. I've still seen pulls from the white code cards. Here we go. Read them out.
Well, okay. Wow, I got many hands. We got... What is that? What energy is that? I can't remember.
Steel energy? I think that's steel. Or metal.
We have an unidentified fossil. And then we have a Glalie. It's not looking good so far. A Candice. Got that. A Fungus. I got that. A Sandy Gast. I got that. Okay. A Relicanth. I got that. A Horlica.
No idea.
Horlucha.
Congrats.
I got that. A Rufflet. I've got that. A Clink Clang.
Oh,
That's a hollow.
yeah, here we go. Here comes the big card.
I've got that.
Yeah. And,
Oh, I haven't got that.
there you go.
A Victini?
Nice.
Vistini?
Yeah, don't know. Nice.
That's decent though. I haven't actually got that one.
There you go.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
birthday.
So we weren't a complete loss. I was genuinely ready to sit here and go, that's the worst birthday present I've ever received.
Soz.
More than useless, but that was actually quite nice. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Well, we might be able to get you another Dialga because you got a tin as well.
I got a tin.
You got a tin, little Crown Zenith tin. That's all my little wallet could afford, though. I'm sorry.
Right, here we go. Sorry, I'm just...
So we might be able to find you that 10 Dialga after all.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh, now they've got to hear me struggle opening a fucking tin.
Shout out my old pal Ryan, RJ, by the way, because when I was getting these, I said, oh, fuck, I can't remember what cards he's collecting.
You can't remember?
No, because my brain's shit. But him being a man of the pod, he knew exactly what
he
was
knew?
collecting. He knew. And I was like, yeah, that does sound right.
Thank you, big boss.
Yeah.
Oh, Rye.
Big Rye.
Well, he's not big Rye, though, is he?
I mean, he's pretty big.
Yeah, but he's not big Rye.
I mean, he's just a little bit smaller than Big Rye.
Fucking come on.
A couple of Big Ryes. I can hold this show while you mess about.
Go on.
I got this. So here we have a wild Lengnog in his natural habitat.
Fucking thing.
He's cursing because he can't break the shell.
This is great for audio entertainment.
Yeah. Here we go. What we got?
I got my stickers.
He's got some stickers.
I got 2 packs of Crown Zenith.
2 packs of Crown Zenith. Come on. Put a message in the chat for me, please.
Stop farting in the fucking microphone. I'm not keeping track of them. When we have more people on this, we can't be doing that because there'll be other people that are affected by this gas.
And then with pink eye.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm excited. Come on, the Dialga. Let's get you a 10. Or just one of the other horsemen. Because there's 3 other ones of them kind of things, isn't they? big horseman cards.
I saw an eBay listing for all 4 of them for 10 mints, and it was over $1,000.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. They are sick looking as well. So you got the Diablo, you've got the Arcus, is it? Arceus.
You fucking played it.
Yeah, I know.
So you should know.
I didn't play that one.
What?
These ain't Scarlet or Violet. These are the game before.
You know they're not printing them anymore.
What?
The Crown Zeniths.
Are they not?
You'll only be able to buy the single booster packs of them. You won't be able to get booster boxes, ETBs, any of that shit.
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting.
Just cross my bollocks.
Here we go. Why don't we play a different game? Why don't you show me first, and I'll tell you what they are without you looking at them. Energy. Pin Churchin.
I haven't got that.
Good. Giraffig. He hasn't got that, if you didn't hear that. Rescue Carrier.
Oh, I thought...
Pokeball. Corpfish. Oh, it's my boy Oddish. Seal. Cricket.
I haven't got that.
Inanimous.
I haven't got that.
And a Volcarona.
I haven't got that. It was a decent one.
Yeah, it's not good enough though. We want to see one of them alt arts or whatever the fuck they're called.
This is holding this microphone in between my legs is hurting my bollocks. I won't lie.
We're nearly there. One more pack to get through.
You hear that, yeah?
That Dialga is sick though, isn't it?
These mics pick up fuck all when you ain't.
So that's why they're good. They're not picking up all the nonsense.
There's your nonsense. I'm just going to do this old school because I want to see. A Leaf Energy. Friends in his.
What is it?
His. Friends in here.
Friends in Hisui.
His. An Ultra Ball.
No, Pokeball. He's got an Ultra Ball in this one. So it's turned up.
A Crocker Rock. I'm going to have to. You're going to have to do it because I'm too scared.
Yeah.
Right.
Crocker Rock. He's got another Corphish. He's got another Oddish. He's got another Seal. What is this? The same pack. He's got a Cricketot again. He's got an Aaron. He's got a Corpfish. And he's got an EVV something.
That'll do. I don't know if I've got half of these. That'll do. It's a V.
It's a decent pull.
It's a shiny card.
It's a pull that's not bollocks, basically.
Fucking hell.
Good shit. And you got a little tin to put all your cards in. Look, job done. Beauty.
I have about fucking 8 of them.
Yeah, but so you can carry them to your house because obviously he lives in a mansion and we're just in the little outhouse at the moment.
Yes. We're in the peasants' quarters.
Yeah. It's bigger than my fucking gaff. Oh, mate.
Make it sound awful. No one's going to want to give us money on the Patreon now.
No, don't give it to him. So, yeah. I'm glad you got... That's a glimpse into the life of Reese's Pokemon collecting.
Oh, that was fucking loud, wasn't it? I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much.
It's all right, mate.
It's very nice. It's made my Friday a little bit better.
Yeah, I thought it might. Congrats.
Thank you.
It's very hard not to open them. Very difficult to not open packs.
Oh, what? Was you tempted, was you?
Oh, obviously.
In case there was something decent
Yeah,
in
you
there.
just don't know,
Could
do
you
you?
imagine if every single pack had the rest of those?
Yeah, I'd be upset, sure.
Oh, you'd be fuming.
Just a couple of God packs in the tin.
Yeah. Woo! No, it's nice. It's nice. That's killed a couple of minutes. Should we get on? We'll get on the gaming, shall we?
We'll say thank you to the guys and ladies first.
Thanks, guys and ladies.
Thanks for all your continued support, for sure.
No, we appreciate it, as always.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, look, I was watching other podcasts. I won't name them because I don't want to give listenership to the competition. But there are podcasts out there that put in some serious effort and time into production.
Yeah.
We do fuck all.
Yeah, but it's grounded. It's for the people, isn't it?
Oh, fucking hell. There's one while watching it had a fucking sound box and everything, like all special effects and shit like that.
Yeah, I'd like all that, but not like, I don't want it all like, I don't want it to be regimented. I just want to go with the flow.
Yeah, I feel, yeah. Just fuck around.
Yeah.
It's cushy.
Started it for a laugh, so let's just continue it be a laugh regardless of what happens.
Oh shit! The hoodies.
Oh yeah.
I haven't spoken about that one.
Oh, what a drama.
Jesus Christ! Last podcast episode, you will have noticed that me and Ash were talking about potentially getting hoodies done for What's the Buttons, and after that podcast, I went and got some done. It was very stressful. Ash couldn't make any fucking decisions. It was painful, but we got there in the end. And I'll describe them to everyone. So it's What's the Buttons on the front, the logo that we have, but without the solid colour in the background. Okay? So you still got the bubbles around the writing and the colour in our faces and blah, 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 but that solid colour at the back isn't there because it just looked waff on a hoodie. And then Ash's hoodie had his face plastered on the back of it, and my one had my face plastered on the back of it. So I won't name where we got them printed from, but they were fucking awful. All right? They turned up tiny. Absolutely tiny. So we got a...
When you say awful, do you mean like the fabric was bad or the fabric was good? And
I'll tell you what it is. It's like...
Is it just really small?
So, obviously, your one is tiny. It will fit one of your kids.
It'll fit one of Evelyn's little dolls.
It's fucking tiny. And then my one... I've give it to Steph. I got a refund and I get to keep them. So in fact, after this, you can have your one because I ain't gonna do anything with it.
Nice.
And the print work on it, I think it looks decent, but the colours are a lot more dull than the actual logo itself. And the vinyl or whatever it's been printed on has already got like little tears on it. You know, like how an old T-shirt gets that type of print. It's kind of like that. So when you stretch it, so I was a bit like, that's annoying. But I found another company which is down the road from us. I've already spoken to them and blah, 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 blah. So I will place another order to get us some hoodies. But we might make them available to everyone in the future, but we need to make them available for us first.
I had a good suggestion from somebody.
Go on.
He said, would it be better to have the What's the Buttons logo on the back, as it is, massive, and then have our faces on the front, but just like smaller, like a little badge instead of. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like so just like a little, not a Nike tick, bigger than that, but just your little face there, and What's the Buttons obviously be massive.
Yeah.
On the back, I thought that was very good.
Oh, we
idea.
could do.
Shout out RJ again. But yeah, I don't know. You Steph's the graphic designing.
Yeah, that's a shout actually.
So
that might be a good idea.
Play with that and see what she can come up with, because I thought that was a good idea.
That is a good idea, because I was also thinking about if you was to say have a beanie or something along those lines, because we like wearing hats.
Yes, we do. Hat connoisseur.
And I was trying to figure out exactly what you would have on a hat, because obviously you couldn't plaster What's the Buttons, it's too long. You could have WTB, but that's not really what we are. So yeah, little faces. Yeah. Imagine that, you get a woolly hat, it's got your fucking stupid face on it, and then I get a woolly hat, and it's got my stupid fucking face on it.
Do you not think we should wear each other's?
I was thinking that. I was like, yeah, maybe we should, because it'll be a bit weird. You're wearing a hat, and it's you. It's you, and then directly underneath the hat is another you. It's odd. My problem is that I look completely different to how the fucking logo looks now. My hair's a lot longer.
It's still long in that picture, though.
Yeah, but it's not long. We've got so fucking sidetracked here. Look. Hoodies are coming. When they come, if they're proper and they're decent, we'll take photos and you can all fucking have a look. And you never know. If there's enough interest, we might get a couple more thrown in and then charge you extortionate amounts, because we not only want to break even, we want to make serious profit. All right?
This is not true. There'll be no serious profit.
We want to fucking bleed you lot dry. Yeah? And then when you're done and you got no money, we'll get some different listeners in. Rinse and repeat. It's awful, isn't it? Imagine that was a sound bite.
Thankfully, he's being sarcastic, and we're just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
It's just lovely. It's just nice. It's just nice to know that people just are that generous and kind.
I've already made an absolute promise to myself, which I will 100% uphold, in that on our year anniversary of this podcast, even though you might not actually be here, there will be more than 2 people on this podcast. I've already said that's going to be a thing. I will have it locked down and ready.
Well, I hopefully will be here, but I'm at Centre Park, so hopefully by the time I get back I can come here. We will see.
Fuck Centre Parks.
Yeah.
But I understand the issues you've had getting that fucking Facebook.
Let's not start that.
Fair enough.
Let's not open that can of worms. We've had enough drama already. We haven't even started talking about anything gaming.
Let's bang on with Starfield first. Let's get that sorrow out of the way for you.
It's been kind of delayed, not really delayed because it never had a release date in concrete anyway. But they said in the Xbox showcase thing they had last year that anything that was shown was coming out in the next 12 months. Obviously, that would mean that Starfield probably should have come out next month or the month after, and that's not the case. It's been delayed until September, I think, which is distressing and sad, but I understand and I'm happy.
Till September?
I think it's September. 6-month delay, I suppose, or something.
That's annoying.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the dick, but we move.
I think, but obviously, it's annoying, but it doesn't massively affect you, does it? Because you don't play your Xbox.
No,
really?
But I bought the Xbox solely for Starfield, and all this time later,
I know.
I'm just like, where are you, man?
He's still waiting for it. What if it never comes out?
I literally bought it.
Could you imagine if it gets cancelled?
I literally bought it when we was at Centre Parks last year. That's crazy.
That's mad, isn't it? There's so much riding on it because it'll either be a flop or it'll be really decent.
I don't think it can flop, but I think it can be nowhere near up to people's expectations. I think it'll always be at least a good game. But it might fall short of being what people are anticipating.
What if it's like the next Anthem? All the expectation in the world,
it's not
and then
an online game.
Boom.
Anthem was it's dead.
I thought Starfield was online.
No, Starfield's it's just like Fallout and Elder Scrolls, just a single player.
I thought it had online aspects.
Maybe it does, but it's not going to be shut down, never to be played again. We don't ride with games like that.
Speaking of delays, real quick. Hogwarts Legacy's been delayed for obviously the lesser beings in the console world. PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch has all been delayed, according to Steph. I haven't actually googled it, which is quite bad, really.
That is true. I've seen it.
Yeah. For whatever reasons, I don't know. But do you know how long it's been delayed for?
Not that long. I think it's a month or two, but
that's still annoying, though, isn't it?
It's annoying. Yeah. I don't know how you avoid spoilers. I'm already done with it. Yeah, that was good. I really enjoyed that. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Moved on with my life.
I'm urging Steph to get it done because I could be completely wrong here, but I don't want her to have the feeling of, well, I've finished it now, so because I finished it without her watching it, so she doesn't know what happens at the end. She doesn't know any spoilers for it, so I'm pushing her to get it done, but she's also playing The Last of Us 1 at the moment.
I see that pop up the other day that you come online and playing Last of Us. I was like, oh.
Yeah, she's playing it last night, fucking screaming her head off because she kept being munched up. She's playing it so far away from the telly that I swear she can't fucking see what's going on, so everything's a jump scare. Just screaming constantly. But she's getting through it. I'm
finally up to date with The Last of Us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Decent, isn't it?
Yeah, it's double decent.
They got a little series out at the moment. It's on. I saw it on YouTube, but I'm sure it's everywhere else as well, where they're all sitting down around the table talking about what's it called? Creator to creator. The Last of Us cast and creators on violence and shoot delaying laughs, blah 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 blah. It's obviously on. Oh, don't want to play it on Sony's thing. They're only like 10-minute episodes and shit.
I love the fact that in the last episode, Joel was in it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it?
And in the next episode, Ellie's in it.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be fucking sick in it.
Because she plays Ellie's mum, though.
It's so good, man.
No, it's really good.
This series is so fucking...
The only comparable thing you can compare it to, like, of scale, is... I know, it sounded stupid, is The Walking Dead, and it just shows how much better it is, because The Walking Dead is such a long, drawn-out, barren, boring experience.
Steph's sisters just got into watching.
Oh, mate, I gave up. I probably watched 70-80% of it, and I was like, I just can't handle anymore.
I'm exactly the same. So she's really enjoying it, and I can see why, because even now, like, she's in the first season. She might be further on now, I'm not sure, but I'll see in the first couple of episodes, and like, oh fucking hell, I remember that person, and blah blah blah. I'm not trying to give anything away, but I said the same thing. So I moved houses to a place where I didn't have Sky, so I couldn't really watch The Walking Dead. So that sort of like finished it off for me. But I'd slowly slipped off after like fucking hell, like season 5 or 6 or whatever. And it just it just got real boring for me. Same shit. It ended up being, there's only so much shit that you can do with it. You know what I mean?
The difference is, like, in The Last of Us, when the clickers are about or whatnot, there's actual, like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
When there's zombies in The Walking Dead, they're either, they're not a problem, I'll just walk through them, smacking them in the head as I walk.
Yeah,
or
they don't run.
Oh, my God, they're overrunning us, so we're hiding in a dumpster can. Like, there's no real fear with the zombies anymore.
No,
whereas
not really.
in The Walking Dead, when Last of Us, when Saturn turns up, you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's
They
good.
ain't playing, are they?
Yeah, it's I think the storytelling of it, and like you say, if I think it's one of them where you could watch The Last of Us having never touched the games before and think this is fantastic, but having played the games before, and you see the scenes that you played in the games, and then you see the adaptations of certain scenes that weren't in the game, and you think, yeah, that's fucking, it's just so good.
There's a couple of massive lines of dialogue that's in the game that they nailed entirely, and they put that in as well.
Yeah.
It's very good. Can't wait for the last finale. Although I don't want it to finish, but they are.
You know, Steph was saying it's only 43 minutes long.
Is it?
Yeah, it's shorter than every other episode.
Well, the first
Which is
one was
crazy.
like an hour and a half or something. The first
Something
one was
like
long.
that. Yeah, so I mean, obviously there's going to be a season 2. There's a lot.
I'm not ready for that, man. I can't.
But there's a lot of speculation around as to how it's going to be, because I don't think they're going to finish this off like The Last of Us 1 in Series 1. I don't think they're going to be able to do that.
I think they are. I think they've already said they're going to do that. Maybe.
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
I'm not ready for season 2. I'm emotionally ready. I don't know. There's no way they can fit season 2 in the same amount of episodes as they've done, because it's twice the size.
It's massive.
So many more
massive
branching storylines and things to tell that you can't. And yeah, that thinking that I'm not talking anymore because I'm going to give stuff away to people who haven't watched it. Anyway, very good.
10 out of 10.
Absolutely.
This series is a solid 10 out of 10. So yeah, so Starfield is delayed. That's about it. What more could you want? Oh, go on then. Oh, it's me, innit? So, I'm just flicking through the list. There's really fuck all on it. You've added Diablo 4 onto this. Was that in the hopes that I would be able to fill that gap?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, you plug that then.
I'm not doing it now. We'll be working from the bottom up.
Oh, it's just random, innit?
No, we go down the list. That's why it's in a list order.
I've gone up the list.
Yeah, dude, that's the wrong way. Right, we'll say goodbye now then.
All right, fine.
All right.
I've been playing Shadow of War quite a bit on the Steam Deck. And I've gotten to the point where I'm starting to form my own army.
Quickly before, a little segue, you just reminded me. My mate's got his pal kiddie. Sick, man.
They're cool, aren't they?
Oh, it's fucking sick.
I don't
So
know.
good.
They're so illegal.
Shout out RJ again. Yeah, no, they're not though. I looked into it. They're actually not.
Are they not?
Nah.
They have not got a fucking agreement with all the...
No, but I don't know. I looked into it and they are like above board. You can buy them properly. They're not. Yeah, they're fine. But wow, whoa,
They're decent, aren't they,
they're
man?
crazy. The controls are lovely. There's so many games on there. I'm like scrolling through, like, oh, remember that.
If you don't know what a POW kitty is, I suppose the best way to describe it is
Our accents for the Northerners: POW. It's not POW, as in PAL.
Oh, POW.
You know what I mean?
A POW kitty. It's kind of like a... What was the Nintendo? Not the DS.
It's a Game Boy, isn't it?
A Game Boy.
You struggled with that, did you?
No, the one that folded.
Game Boy Advance.
Is that the one?
It doesn't fold.
I had one that folded.
What, the POW Kiddie?
No, the POW Kitty doesn't fold.
No, it's just the.
I'm just saying structurally. I suppose Game Boy was probably a better one to go with, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It looks like a Game Boy, a bigger screen, a much better screen, and it's got about 1 billion different games on it.
Oh, it's mad.
All sorts of buttons, back buttons, and all
It's
shit
got
like
fucking
that. Triggers.
just throwing a few out there, like Boulder Dash, man, like
All the Pokemon up to a certain point, like
shit.
all the old shit.
My stepdad had like one of the big arcade machines when I was a really little kid. He had like a big arcade machine in one of the rooms in our house, and to change the game, it was literally like a motherboard, half the size of one of these doors, like a front door, half the size of that, and it was like unscrewing everything and that just to play something like Boulder Dash or Street Fighter. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just trying to Google a list of the...
Mate, the games are nuts. The games on there are just proper throwbacks. Like, the first games I ever played, like Darkwing Duck on the NES, man. Oh, my God. If you ever look at them...
Tony Hawk's skating is on there.
He was playing that. He's playing Tony Hawk's.
It's so strange. It's so strange.
So good. Such a good investment. If you get bored sitting about it now and play games on your phone, man.
So the PowKiddy V90 handheld game console foldable with built-in 6,000 games.
Yeah, he ain't got a foldable one. He's just a normal size one.
I don't think it makes a difference on how many games it has, but yeah,
there is different versions where you can get more games.
Yeah, but it's just it's fucking mental.
Oh, it's great, and you can like save state as well. You know where so like Sonic, if you died, you'd have to go all the way back to the fucking beginning of the game. Now you can just save
and they're not expensive either. They're like
80 quid, 100 quid.
Yeah, they're I think for someone who isn't, say, a massive gamer and is kind of trying to get something that you could have on the go, where it's not going to cost you a silly amount of money, and it is very easy, like just switch it on and play whatever you want. I think especially for people of an older generation.
Cheers, pal.
Yeah, I know. Even I like sound old. I don't know what to call you lot. The boomers. It's you, like we just said. There's so many of them older games on it that really hit that nostalgic feeling, and to play it on a screen that really does look good.
It's quality.
It's a really good quality screen and shit like that. It's cool, man.
He let me have a look through it, and I didn't. You know when someone's like, "Yeah, have a look through this," and you don't want to take the piss. And I was like, I've got to give it back in a second. But let me just look through this folder. Yeah. It's just nuts. It's just, I'm like, oh my God, it's got this. Oh my God, let me search this. Has it got this? Oh.
That's exactly what Mark did because someone we work with, Andrew, he got one.
That's crazy.
And yeah, when Mark was flicking through it, he was like, yeah, you got to have his back because there's just so much shit to flick through.
You can, and also if you tech savvy enough, you can add things to it as well. It's not just a one and done.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man. It's well worth it. Anyway, sorry, Shadow of War.
Oh yeah, shit, I forgot we were talking about that. I've just been playing it. I say, if you played Shadow of War before, you might be sitting there thinking, and you've only just got to the bit where you start building your army. That's well, like, early in. I've been fucking around killing a lot of captains. All right? I've been messing around doing that shit. So yeah, I've got to the point where I'm starting to build my own army, and I just got to say, the Nemesis system in it it's just incredible, man. It's so crazy.
Undefeated. They own the patent for that, so no one can use that.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, but they've not used it. It's the same people that made fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Where is it in there?
Fuck 'em.
Where is it?
Where you can't squeeze that in Harry Potter.
Of course you can. Just have loads of evil wizards that you can knock out.
Ooh. No.
Why?
It's very good.
But Voldemort at the top of that list.
I saw a mod
where
the person had changed himself to Voldemort and he was doing a Avada on a lot of people, and then he was like flying up into the air with all the other fucking Death Eaters around him. It was sick. Yeah. The fact that you can have your own army, you can send them out to fucking spy on other captains and then stab them in the back and replace that captain, or you can have them fight, just fight other captains. You can have a bodyguard, all this type of shit, and everything's all different ranks and all of that. Fuck, it's just
sick.
There's so much to grasp. I mean, I've been dying a lot.
It's hard, isn't it?
I won't lie. I've been getting fucked up a lot.
Easy.
But it's so much fun, man. It's so
very,
much fun.
very good game. That's the second one, isn't it? Shadow of Mordor was the first one.
Yeah, because I played. I'm pretty sure I did complete Shadow of Mordor, or I came very close to it. One of the two. So playing Shadow of War, I was kind of like, am I missing out on anything? I don't think so. I don't feel like I've missed a load of lore. Well, I obviously have, but I don't feel like it's unplayable. But I felt like I was slipping away from playing on the Steam Deck, because after completing Hi-Fi Rush, I haven't bought anything for the Steam Deck, and I hadn't played it for like a week and a bit. So I just took it to work with me. And then, just got straight back into it. I was like, this is fucking... I'm all over this.
If I had one of them, I'd just play Football Manager on it all day, every day. It'd be nuts.
You reckon, yeah?
I couldn't. I can't. Obviously, you give us that laptop, so I've got that, and I can play Football Manager on it. But I'm scared, because it's free on Game Pass as well. So I've actually got it downloaded, but I've never opened it, because I know what that does to me. Like, I'll get to a cup final and I'll dress up in a suit and sit there and play. You know what I mean? That's how in depth I go, bro. No. Mate, it's mad with things. I'll be sitting there writing shortlists at work for players.
When you play Football Manager, do you play as the? Is it like FIFA?
No, it's nothing like FIFA. You play as the manager, so you're buying players, scouting players, sorting contracts out.
So then what?
Tactics.
So what happens when you come to a cup final? You just hit start, and then 5 seconds later you find out if you win or not.
No. Come on. No, you play the game, but you're not playing it. So they'll have like.
Do you get to watch it?
Yeah, you can watch the game as quick or as slow as you want.
Like FIFA.
Yeah, it's not like that good graphics because the game is more the management style of just do this, do that, whatever tactics you want. Like it's as in depth as you want to do. Like you could spend a whole day of real life playing it and not even play a match if you wanted to. It just depends how deep you want to go in. But yeah, you play the game, you watch the game, you influence the game by shouting touchline tactics or
you can do all that, yeah,
encouraging them or changing, formations and pulling.
Score a goal.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Just score.
Score more than them. That's the one. Yeah, but you can like make them tackle other opponents harder. You can. It's just there's so much to it. So yeah, I'm literally too scared to put it on because I know I will no longer. Well, my children will no longer have a father. I will be sucked into the world of football management once again.
That and Destiny 2.
Yeah, that ain't doing great for me. Yeah, that's unhealthy again.
Is it? Are you addicted to that now as well?
Oh yeah.
Is it good? Because obviously I text you asking about Lightfall, and I might as well fucking stuck my head in the toilet and asked anything in there what was going on because talking to you over text is fucking awful. Yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I have to remind myself that when we first properly started having interactions, makes it sound like an obscure dating thing, doesn't it? You blatantly made it. Well, you made it blatantly obvious that you don't like texting, and we had a fat-on argument because you send full stops and I don't, and full stops in my head are rude. I said, "Why are you being so fucking rude with me?" So I have to remind myself when I text you now that when I get shitty one-worded responses, that it's not him being a prick, or sometimes I think it is. It's just because you don't like fucking texting. So when I asked you how Lightfall's going, bearing in mind how excited you was about it, I just get a one-worded response. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Full stop.
Right. That's killed that one then. Sweet.
I'm a stickler for grammar. I can't help it. I like commas. I like full stops.
Yeah, but I asked you. I said, seeing a lot of shit about Lightfall, but it's not getting decent reviews, and you just went, I liked it.
Yeah. I did.
That's it.
What do you want me to say?
Because it's an expansion of an MMO. You can't just like it. There has to be a more in-depth analysis of it.
But I think what people don't like is fucking pissing down out there. Look, what people don't like, right, is the story. Right, the Witch Queen last expansion knocked it out of the park story-wise, and this one is kind of like. So the next expansion after this one that's just come out is like the finale. It's the end. They're saying it's not the end of Destiny 2, but it's the end of all this story, the light and dark saga,
right, and then
everything.
Yeah.
So this is like the penultimate expansion. Yep. But essentially, without spoiling anything, you may as well have not bothered. Like in terms of the story, because you're like, if you, the Guardian, after all the missions you turn up and you do everything, blah blah. If you didn't do any of that stuff, the exact same scenarios would have played.
It wouldn't make any difference.
So you would have just it's like
the dialogue in Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah,
absolutely no point in having any interaction with it.
So yeah, you might as well have not done anything that you've done because the same thing would have happened.
Because I see a lot of people were saying that it's like just a tutorial for how to use the fucking I don't know what the green shit's called. What's the green shit called?
Strand.
The Strand.
It's a new subclass. So
is that a reasonable remark?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the problem with Strand was that you unlock the new subclass, but all throughout the campaign, rather than just give you the subclass, it's like, touch this in the mission and then you can use Strand for a minute, and then after that it's like, oh no, you can't wield it yet because you don't know how to wield this dark power. Yeah. And you don't unlock it basically until you finish the campaign.
Because didn't I saw that like the cooldown on the grapple was 3 minutes long.
No, it was like a minute and a half or so.
It's a minute and a half.
But there's like little green orbs.
That's still long though.
There's little green orbs that you can grapple, and they cost no grapple. You can just use it at will. But Yeah, but that's only because they hadn't unlocked all the fragments. So all the fragments that you unlocked to change it to build craft, basically, they hadn't unlocked all of them until people complained and was like, "It's stranded fucking shit." And I think they were like, "No, it's not. Honestly, look, we'll release them all now, so you can buy them all now."
Oh, so they bullied.
Basically,
bullied
because
the
I don't think
developers
they were
into-
going to trickle out the fragments so you could buy them
Shit
not with
doesn't-
real money, just in-game money. But
Shit doesn't work. It's a tactic that a lot of fucking developers use to keep the player base going.
of course, yeah.
And it's so World of Warcraft's fucking renowned for it, so much so that in Dragonflight they haven't done any of that because it was so fucking annoying that it destroyed like half their player base because people have gone, fuck you, if you're going to force me to play it, I'm not going to play it at all. Then we'll see how you like it.
Yeah, so I think it's still a lot of... There's so many quality of life improvements for me, and they just keep innovating in their own game, really. I mean, the game's not new, is it? Let's be real. But it's just always something to do. And like I say, the people that complain, like, that are real hard on it, you've got to remember, or the way I look at it, is these people play it all the time. It's all they play.
Yeah.
Whereas I've come back to it and be like, oh, yeah, I forgot this. I like this.
Yeah.
So I'm not like, oh, I'm bored of this, like they will be. So, yeah, I've got loads of other things I can do. Loads of dungeons I've never done. Loads of raids.
I think that's the problem when you have a number one game that you sink thousands of hours into. When new content comes out, you blitz that shit because you are dying for new content, and you shoot yourself in the foot because you get that content over in the space of a month when it should have taken 6 months, and then you turn around to the developers and go, "Was that it?" And they sit there and they go, "Well, you had 6 months. You've done it in a month. Like, what do you want? What do you want? Can't fucking do everything."
Yeah, well, the campaign just leaves more answers than more questions than answers, and I think a lot of people expecting more. But the thing is, this expansion wasn't supposed to exist. It was supposed to go Witch Queen, and then the final shape is the last expansion of this saga. But they kind of thought, wow, we need more time for final shape, so they kind of put this expansion together. It wasn't supposed to exist, really.
Yeah, this is like a middleman type thing.
So now they've got more time on Final Shape. I think Final Shape will knock it out of the park. I think it's going to be great. But obviously it's going to be like a year and a half away, whatever it's going to be now.
Yeah.
But still, like I say, I think people always moan about whatever.
I wonder where it ends. You always wonder that with games like this, there has to be an ending for it. But when you've built such a player base and an empire around it, you do wonder where, at what point will it be? Like with World of Warcraft, shit's been going round and sitting at the top of everything for fucking ages. And at some point it's going to have to fall. And it's going to have to stop. And there will have to be the last expansion. And it's just like...
keep playing, people keep giving money.
Yeah, but it's like when? Because everyone was like, oh yeah, Dragonflight's going to be the last one. It isn't. It just isn't. And it's like, well, where do you go from that? And it's the same with Destiny. So once they finish this saga, well, that's not going to be the end of it.
The thing is, Destiny is like... They can go anywhere. I suppose the same with World of Warcraft, but we're still in our solar system.
Yeah. So you can branch.
You can just be like, right, this saga's over. Let's leave Sol, the solar system that we're in, and let's go and
go
see
somewhere else.
Let's see what is it Sol, whatever our solar system's called.
Because obviously you have not just the game, you have an entire massive workforce behind it as well. Actual real life people that are making this game happen. They all need fucking jobs.
Of course.
They can't just fuck off and jump on another game. They've sunk years into things like Destiny.
What interests me is like, so you know how the game works.
I do.
You choose a warlock, titan, or hunter, and then you have solar class, void class, or the electric class, which is escaping me. Arc Strider, whatever, I can't remember. The electric class, basically.
Like Arcane or something.
Yeah, it might be Arc.
Arc. Yeah, Arc. It is Arc.
Yeah, so you got Arc, Solar, and Void, which is really cool, right? So, and you can change them at will, change all your mods and stuff, which they've updated now. So modding is so much easier. Build crafting is so much easier. You can actually make builds now, which is great. Well, I can, because it was very confusing before. So yeah, you got them. But obviously in the last few expansions, not the Witch Queen, I think the one before that, they introduced Stasis, which is a new subclass, which is like, so you've got them three, the Solar, Void and Arc, and now you've got Stasis, which is, so think of it like the Star Wars, you got light side and dark side. So dark side subclass is Stasis, which is like crystals, you can freeze things, ice basically. And then in this one you got Strand, which is also a dark class. So there's probably a slot for one more dark class. So there's 3 light, 3 dark. After you've got 6 classes in, what are you going to do? Because you think of the amount of game modes and moving pieces in Destiny. I don't know how you can keep adding to that without breaking stuff and constantly just maintaining rather than improving. And
yeah, you constantly change.
It's just nuts.
This is one of the things that's crazy about Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft, games with the class system involved. You think World of Warcraft has fucking hell. I'm gonna have to Google it because I don't want to make the point and it be wrong.
A good thing, which is a good thing for me, but not for everyone, and I do feel sorry for some people, of course. And I think I'm right in saying I'm pretty sure that after Lightfall, not Lightfall, the final shape, the last expansion, they're dropping support for the old gen, so you can still play it. You can still play it, but that'll be the end for you. Like you can't. There'll be no more content for use. So then you can finally see more power and see what it can really do. You know, because I imagine that still holds them back in so many ways. Like most games.
Yeah, of course it does. Of course it will.
So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, it's going to be a long wait, but I'm happy just plodding along. I like dipping in. You know what I'm like. I dip in for a few months. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. And then I'm like, yeah, I couldn't fucking care less about it for another few months. And I don't mind that. That's a fine way for me to play.
So you think about you got 6 subclasses. 6 subclasses, 3 classes. World of Warcraft's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 classes. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 subclasses across all of them combined. That is so much fucking scaling and messing around with talents and spells and stats. The mind boggles when you think you have to make all of that work without one of them being way more superior to something else. Obviously, everything has a meta. Destiny will be absolutely no different. There will be a build on there which is the fucking tippity top of the world. But trying to balance that, it's incredible. It's mental. Even on a Destiny point, like with it being slightly smaller, it's still crazy how much you can do.
They've added as well something which, you know, some people won't care for, but I am interested in, is a skip. So once you've done, for example, Lightfall campaign like I have with my character, I can buy the skip of that campaign for my other character.
So you ain't got to worry about doing it.
So yeah, it cost me like 2,000 silver. I don't know what it is, like £8. I don't fucking know. But for people that haven't got the time to just keep fucking doing the same shit or don't want to do it, you can just unlock all that.
Because it's worth it. Because it's what you'd call alt friendly. You have an alternative character.
Yeah.
Some people like yourself, even me to some respect, don't necessarily have all the time in the world to sit down and
keep talking. I need a wee.
And spend a lot of time on your main character and your alternative character. You can't. It's unless you don't do anything other than play these games, you can't be expected to have that much time. Especially with games like Destiny, where you have a lot of end game content, i.e., raids and things like that, where you are constantly fighting to get the best gear possible. If you're after specific things, and you have a main character and you still haven't achieved that on a main character, to then be expected to do the same shit on an alternative character by involving the same amount of time as your main character, it's unreasonable. It's not realistic. If you've sunk 200 hours into your main character on Destiny and then you decide, oh, actually, I might switch this up and play something else, you don't want to have to spend another 200 hours to get to the exact same point, because it sucks all the fun out of it. You should have a skip, which is nice to see that they're having something like that, just so it just... Because I think that keeps the player base there a bit longer, because you don't sit there and think, fucking hell, if I make another character, I've got to do all of that again before I can carry on with something else.
Yeah, the good thing about Destiny is it doesn't matter so much as opposed to other games where if I'd done 200 hours... So I've only ever played Hunter on Destiny 1, Destiny 2. But in the last time I was playing it on Witch Queen, I started a Titan. I was like, I've had enough of Hunter.
Yeah.
Mainly because when I created a Hunter, I tried to make him look like Geralt.
Yeah.
He looks fucking ridiculous. He looks absolutely ridiculous. and I just can't deal with the fact that he looks ugly and I can't change it. So I changed to a Titan, which now just looks sick. And whilst doing that, there was like a kind of exploit to get a weapon pattern so you can craft weapon, whatever. And the only way of doing it is starting a fresh character. So I was like, fuck it. So I started a Warlock just to do this like exploit thing. It wasn't really an exploit. It was just a way of getting something a lot easier. And I have not used the Warlock. So now I'm thinking I might jump in with the Warlock and have a go, because it doesn't really matter about all the content, because you can blitz through the main stuff. And all the vault, all your inventory, all your guns shared across all 3 characters.
As they fucking should be.
So it doesn't really matter in terms, you can equip any gun on any character. That doesn't matter. The armor obviously can only be worn by certain classes. But yeah, I might, because the Warlock, I should be a Warlock main really, because I love Star Wars. It's basically the closest to a fucking Jedi. Like,
yeah, it's closest
up
you're
there,
get.
like using a Force and throwing people about and all that. So yeah, I'm thinking about jumping on the old Warlock.
Yeah, but with the Hunter, you do actually have the basically a lightsaber in the Arc.
Kind of. But then you have that with Strand now. With the it's sick. It's so good. You literally can throw like a grenade, like it's fucking thing, and it levitates the enemies up, and they're like dangling like puppets for like 16 seconds. It's broken as fuck.
I tell you what, my issue with it is that I reckon I'd be a really, really keen Destiny player if it wasn't loading screens for going to different worlds and stuff like that. I'm not ripping that at all. I can understand exactly why it is the way that it is, but I find it, and it sounds really weird, but for an MMO, it's too linear for me. I feel like everything's a dungeon, and I don't like it, even in the areas where you can explore, like the different zones. Like, throw it back to Earth, you can explore various areas of that. To me, it doesn't feel open world for me.
But it's MMO in the lightest sense of the word, though, ain't it? Because they're more just instances with 10 other players in the world.
Yeah.
They're not ever in there with thousands of other players. It's they're more instances. So there's no like in MMOs like World of Warcraft and the like. They're more like social things. So you could like run up to someone and hello, help me. I suppose you can in Destiny, but there's not going to be many options.
Yeah, it's a bit
You're not going to
different,
see hundreds of people running around unless you're in the tower. You're not going to see loads of other people running around doing stuff. So it's MMO in a light sense of the word. It's more of a single player game with multiplayer core elements to it, and it's a shooter really. And it's just
massively it's a looter shooter, yeah.
And yeah, that's something about getting them god rolls, man. There's a buzz, and now you can craft weapons.
Oh, definitely, man. I think that's with anything and everything, though, isn't it? If you're working with something and you get the best of the best, and you know it's the best of the best, you're like, oh yeah, this is fucking sick. I love that stuff. It's like when you get a fucking mount on WoW that's really rare. You're like, fucking hell, yes, because you know other people ain't got that.
Exactly, like because like there's something about me watching a YouTube video and being like, oh, if you've got this weapon with these perks on, oh wow, and you look in your vault and you're just like, oh, I've actually got that weapon with these perks. I didn't know that was good. And all these people are hunting for it, and you know that's what they're looking for, and they can't get it. And there's YouTube videos up of strategies, and I'm just sitting there like, I've got this fucking. I didn't even know I needed it.
When people are scraggling around trying to get a Dialga V-Star full art, and then I'm just sitting here with a near mint 7, just.
That doesn't sound right. Them words and number don't go together.
Mint and 7. Are not something 7. That should be. Get rid of near mint. Just have it mint. If it's near mint, it isn't mint. If you're near to being mint, if you're near to being perfect, you ain't perfect. You haven't achieved it yet, have you? It's like when people say it's their birthday, but it's their birthday in a month. You go, like when. I wish it was higher. It's just gonna bug me.
Gonna grade that.
I got a shitload of other cards that I need to get graded.
Grade the Eevee.
Well, I've got them 2 that I bought from Nerdbase. Shout out to Nerdbase.
Love Nerdbase. Love Nerdbase.
Nerdbase.
Made me spend a fucking $1 down there this week, you mug.
No, your missus made you spend a $1 down there.
You were the one that really pushed the boat in and put the foot in.
You know how many people would kill to have a partner that's like that? I think there's a lot of people that get whinged at for buying toys.
Of course.
And Ash rung me up. He was on his way back from Nerdbase. And I said, what'd you get? And he was like, nothing. I went, for fuck's sake. I said, stop going there and just not buying anything. And then I hear his wife Gemma shout. I didn't realise she was in the car. And she was like, I fucking tried to get him to buy something. And she, in fact, made you spin round. She banged that indicator on and you fucking spun round and she took you back to Nerd Base and made you buy shit.
Out of the list that I've created that isn't even a full list yet, I've managed to find one and I walked away from it and they made me go back and get it, which in hindsight makes sense.
Well, you came back with 2 things.
Yeah, I know. That other one was just, whatever, innit? I said to her, if you make me go back, I'm getting both of them. She was like, it's fun. So I'm looking for Darth Maul from the Clone Wars. These are Black Series Star Wars figures.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for the Mandalorian First Edition, which you're never going to find.
Mm-hmm.
Emperor Palpatine with his throne. Cad Bane. Captain Rex Clone Wars. Big Tick. Found that at Nerd Base.
Nice.
Cal Kestis from Star Wars Jedi Fallen
Okay.
Order. Darth Malik. Bastila Shan. Jedi Knight Revan. Darth Revan. Reva. Grand Inquisitor. General Grievous. Mara Jade and Darth Plagueis.
We all love General Grievous.
Yeah.
He's fucking sick.
Reva and Grand Inquisitor. I mean, some of these I can pick up easy, but I'm just as and when kind of thing. But yeah, there we go. That's that, I guess. But yeah, the looter shooter aspect of Destiny kind of leads me on to Diablo 4 a little bit.
Massively looter shooter.
Yeah.
Massively. I know I should be more versed in Diablo 4, but I kind of don't give a shit about it, so haven't really been looking that much into it.
Well, their beta's coming out soon.
I did see that.
Yeah, and to get like an early beta or something, you have to buy some chicken from KFC.
I've already been invited.
Have you?
Yeah.
How?
Don't fucking ask me. I had the email come through. I've been invited to that.
You're Blizzard, didn't you? You probably just get all that fucking bollocks.
It's because they know I've spent thousands.
Anyway, yeah, the thing is, right, I see Diablo 4, and I've seen it, I saw it a couple of years ago, and I thought, that looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've seen a lot of it this week, and I've watched some videos on it.
You like it, do you?
Yeah, I mean, I've got Diablo 3, you know.
Diablo 3 was sick.
I've played it, I've got it. But the difference now is when I was playing Diablo 3, I didn't really understand what the draw was. Now, whereas I'm a Destiny...
You get it.
Yeah.
He gets it.
I get the loot. I understand why you run the same
Yeah.
shit over and over
Because
again.
you got like different stats and all that shit, motherfucker.
So I've been toying with the idea of reinstalling Diablo 3 and trying to get to grips with it before Diablo 4 comes out. Because it's only coming out in like June or something.
Yeah, it's far away.
It's quite soon, I believe. Or I buy Diablo 2 Resurrected, which is they remade Diablo 2, didn't they? Which people say is the best Diablo, but
I don't think the resurrected version was that good though.
I don't know.
It might be. I'm not sure.
People were pretty positive.
Diablo
about it,
3 was very good. It felt very good.
Yeah. See, I completed Diablo 3, but it was all like, whatever. I don't really know what the draw is here, but now I kind of have more of an understanding.
They bumped it up with Diablo 4.
Yeah, I mean, Diablo 4 looks nuts. Like, absolute nuts. The things they've added into that, the graphics and the models and the world events and things. And they've got season passes. I love a season pass.
Think of all the money that they've got from skiving people on Diablo Immortal that they've just been able to funnel straight into Diablo 4 as well. Ooh.
Yeah, so I think Diablo 4 is the next thing that has a chance to take me away from Destiny. Like, the next big... online thing.
It looks extremely fun. It does look
Comes
good.
out,
I will definitely be getting it.
Well, it was supposed to come out on the 17th of March, so that's not happening anymore, is it?
No. It's going to be good.
6th of June 2023.
I'm excited for it. It will be good.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I'm also looking forward to Baldur's Gate because I like them sort of games.
Don't know what that is.
You never heard of Baldur's Gate?
Nope.
Oh, Connor's going to be fuming.
Fuck Connor.
Whoa.
Don't worry about him.
Whoa.
Yeah. Don't worry about him. He's taken over, you know. He rings me every day now. Just saying. That used to be you. So soon it'll be him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You can act like you don't care, but really. You know what I mean?
Not really. Fucking punks.
Yeah. What? Baldur.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate.
That's Baldur.
Well, it's pronounced Boulders.
It's not though, is it?
Well, it is.
Baldur's Gate. It's on Steam.
How do you
For
pronounce
$60?
Baldur's Gate?
Well, what is it? What is it? What does it
Here we
do?
go.
What is it? Is it a turn-based? Is it a turn-based game?
Baldur's Gate.
See, Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, Baldur's.
Yeah, he's got a funny accent.
Is it a turn-based game?
Yeah, it's like a.
All right, well, we're not interested in that. Get rid of that. Anyway, World of Warcraft. I've got myself massively into the whole PvP side of WoW.
It's just popped up. Hogwarts Legacy is the best-selling non-FIFA release for a generation.
Oh, there you go. And you don't think that's going to be Game of the Year?
No.
It will be. It will be. Look, let's round this off with a little bit of World of Warcraft talk, because I know that's what the people come here for.
Yeah, they do. They love it.
I showed. What did you think of my clip? You didn't like it?
Oh, I loved it. I just
couldn't understand what the fuck
I
was
was
going.
loving it. None of it made no sense. It was just a lot of colours and a lot of boxes with little pictures in I couldn't see.
I go through phases on WoW where I have a really poor habit of looking at the DPS rankings and the tier list and all of that, and looking at what's meta and what isn't, and that influences me a hell of a lot, which is terrible. So I've ceased fucking looking at them, and basically what it means is I'll stick with a main character, really really enjoy it, and then it'll fall to the fucking bottom of the DPS tables. I'll have a look at what's sitting on top. I go, oh fuck this, I'll play that then, and then it just doesn't feel the same, and it kills it for me. So I made a pact to stop looking at them, but then I got into player versus player again, which I used to be really, really good at a couple of expansions ago, and then I sort of dropped off and stopped playing it. But I got myself back into it on the original character that I was playing PvP on, and I'm fucking nuts. There's no other way to describe it. I am just mental. I play a healer, a monk. It's called a Mistweaver. Not many people play healers in player versus player. Everyone's just in it to kill other people. I'm there to fucking support them. I want to keep everyone alive. And it's all come back to me, and I'm just fucking nuts. I don't know what it is. I'm doing the most healing out of both factions constantly in Battlegrounds. I keep everyone alive. I don't die all too often. It's very difficult for people to get hold of me and kill me. I'm just fucking nuts with it, and I reckon I'm going to become pro.
Excellent.
That's the end.
Well,
Genuinely, I'm decent with it.
good.
And it feels weird to be really good at something, but I am good at it, at healing. I think it's because it will blow your fucking mind. I've got an add-on called Voodoo, and what it does is it's a unit frame overlay, and it creates macros for your spells. So when you played WoW for a brief time, on the number pad was your spells. That's what they were assigned to, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Well, with this, the unit frames, which is where everyone in your group is, including yourself, this add-on, you can macro your spells to be like left click, right click, shift, scroll down, and things like that. So it just makes the whole thing a hell of a lot easier, and you haven't got to target anyone to do it. You can just hover over their unit frame to heal them. So I think that's why I've got the upper hand on a lot of people at the moment, because add-ons are making life a lot easier. But we'll revisit it next week when I've jacked my job in, because I've gone pro and I'm the next phase Langdon on fucking World of Warcraft. Genuinely, I think I'm decent with it.
Well, good. I'm glad you're good at something. It's good. It's good to be good at stuff.
It's good fun. And now that I keep recording the last 30 seconds of gameplay, I'm getting some clips in of where it's just because the clip I showed you, it was only me against one other person. When it's me against another 10 people, it's just fucking pandemonium. I don't really understand what's going on. I just know that my health bar's going low and I've got to keep it at the top.
Yeah, but that's what I don't understand about them games in general. Like, it always looks like that to me. Just messy pandemonium, just numbers and colourful things, and I'm just like, I don't know whether to hit. I don't know if I'm hitting. I don't know what I'm clicking on.
It's crazy.
It's just a mess.
You have people that know exactly what every other player is doing and what spells they're using.
How can you think that fast?
I think you just get used to it. I won't sit here and pretend that I'm at that level, but I know exactly what I'm doing and what at least a handful of people around me are doing. Because obviously you have stuns and shit like that. It will, like, I don't know, kick will stun a player for 5 seconds or whatever, and it will have a long cooldown because it's unfair if it's on like a 10-second cooldown. You're just constantly stunning people. I will know when someone's used that So I'll keep that in my fucking noggin. I'll go, right, I know this prick ain't got a stun, so I can go and batter him. He can't do anything to me other than hit me back, but I'll just heal myself. Or I know when that person's done a stun, or that one's polymorphed someone, turned him into a fucking chicken. It's little things like that, but there are people that will take it to an extreme, and they know when you've done everything, and they'll know every single spell for every single class. They'll know what it does, what counters it, all sorts of shit. It gets mental.
Yeah, I mean,
I just keep people alive. That's all I do.
I'm pleased for you. I'm rooting for you. I wish you all the best.
Yeah. It's good fun for me. That's been taking up all my time. That's what I'll do after this.
Yeah, I'm going to play Destiny.
Yeah. Right.
After we've recorded the Patreon episode.
Our exclusive episode is episode... 13,
so exclusive, we don't even know.
12? Oh, I think it's 13. Oh, who gives a fuck? It's one of them. Yeah,
Yeah,
we got to go and record that. Yeah. If you're not giving us the money, you ain't gonna fucking hear it. I reckon at some point, when you get to a certain amount of episodes, you can start slowly releasing some of them because they would have been out in the world for a certain amount of time.
It'd be very confusing.
It would be massively confusing. Well, you just title it the same, wouldn't you? Exclusive Patreon episode, such and such.
Yeah.
Out now.
Out now. Sold out. Pre-order bonus.
Fucking pre-order bonus. Right, we're going to wrap it up there then, and we're going to fuck off. Did that toilet flush?
Yes.
Was the water on?
Yes.
Nice. That means I can have a piss as well.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that was your piss from last week in that toilet as well.
Yes. It smelled like it was mine.
Yeah, it's grim in it. I completely forgot to flush it.
Had skin on it.
Grim in it.
Like gravy.
Nice one. We'll leave you with that, everyone. Catch you next week. Hooroo.
Hooroo.